Hi there, this is Cutie here to answer every single question that you totally have. And today's video is about helping the problem that I see all the time. People come up to me and say this thing all the time. Here, let me paint the picture for you. So, have you ever seen somebody come up to you and be like, man, I wish I knew sign language. Oh well. Now, there's three things of the basic saying you know. The first thing is literally just the finger spelling. The second thing is literally just like how to ask, what's that sign? You know, finger spelling. The third thing is literally just to go and chat and go watch and, go learn some things. Go ask around. To go on forward, to make things a lot easier and things that you need to know for this video. First thing is basically, hey, the palm needs to be facing forwards, not backwards, but forwards, as you finger spell. The second thing is you want to sign comfortably. So like sign in a comfortable spot. Don't bring it out forward. Don't super far back. Don't stress it out. Just sign in a comfortable spot. And then the third thing, you want to make sure that you use the same hand as you sign. You don't want to keep on swapping hands, changing hands. You don't want to go from one hand to then the other hand to then the other hand. It's hard for people to see and try to pay attention to which hand you're signing with. Just use that same hand. One final bonus thing for the third thing that we forgot to mention, the movement. We don't want to like move our hand all the time while we're signing. Just keep it stable. Don't like try to move it all over the place. Just keep it stable. Okay, let's move on to the video. Okay, so the first letter is A. It looks just like an A. A little circle, little tail coming out. A. A little circle and tail. That's the way I remember it. Now you'll remember it different. Okay, so the next letter is B. In real life, we use B. Now inside VR, we use B. B. And the way I remember this is just like the color blue. 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 This is the B hand. Blue. 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 Next letter is C. Inside VR, you will see C be done sideways. Now, in real life, people use C with the palm facing forwards. But inside VR, you will see C. Next letter is D. Just like the little circle and stem. Just like it. The little circle and the circle and the stem. D. E. Next letter is E. In VR, we use our left hand to show this is E, just because we're limited with the controllers. E. Now, I remember this how? By using the sound, what it sounds like whenever you use the dry erase board back in the day with the chalk. And then you take your hand and just claw at it, and it sounds just like the E sound. E. Next letter is F. In real life, it's F. But with the controller limitations inside VR, we use F to show this means connected. Now, the way I remember this is the F to pay respects, like I'm paying respects. F. The gamer meme. Next letter is G. And it's just like real life. It's just the same as real life. G. I remember this as like point to your homie. Homie. The little person over here is my G. They're across my body. My G's over here. G. G. It's pointing across your body. G. Next letter is H. H is just the same as real life. It's two horizontal lines. They go across horizontally. The way I remember it is literally just two horizontal lines, just straight lines. Go horizontally with each other. H and H. The next letter is I. In real life, we use I, just the pinky. But with the VR limitations, we have avatars with U rock hands and Y hands. So it just depends on what hands you have. You'll see both I and I. So it just depends. But just know in real life, it's I, the little pinky. And I just remember this. How? It's just me, myself, and I. It's just I. It's only me. The next letter is J. Now in real life, it's J. But inside VR, we have the control limitations. So you will see two different ways. The first way is J. Second way is J. It just depends on the control limitations. Now, the way I remember it is literally just like I'm drawing J, J, J. It's just that little pinky, J. The next letter is K. In real life, is K. But inside VR, we have the controller limitations. So we use K. Up at an angle. So over here is H. It's the horizontal lines. Here is a K. H and K. The next letter is L. And the way I remember this, it's just like the body language. Loser. You know, loser. Loser. L. The next letter is M. Inside VR, we use M. Real life sign, M is hard. In the past, we tried to use M, but it's really hard to specifically point at like M and which one's which, so we now just use M. The next letter is N. Just the same as before, the real life sign is completely different, but the very specific pointing was a problem, so now we just use N. So much clearer and easier to read. The next letter is O. Now inside VR, you will see O sideways, but in real life, just know O is this way. And the way I remember it is literally just the circle, O. It looks just like a circle, O. The next letter is P. Now in real life, you will see P, but inside VR, we have the little limitations. So you will see P. So now you know up is K and down is P and across is H. I drew that backwards again. Anyways, the way I remember it is like K pop, it pops, K pop. The next letter is Q. And the way I remember it is just like a queen. You want us to be like, hey, bow down for your queen. Q. The next letter is R. Now, sometimes inside VR, you will also see the other way, which is R. But I like to make it, I prefer it to be clear, so I use R. And the way I remember it is the fingers are supposed to be twisted. They need to be like twisted. So I imagine it just like my legs, as I really want to go to the restroom. R. I need to go. Restroom. Where's the restroom? Where's the restroom? Where? R. Now the way I remember it is just like the snake. It's like an S. Like the head of the snake. S. The next letter is T. T. Doesn't matter. T is completely different from real life signing inside VR, you know, the same limitations. T doesn't matter. The way I remember it is just like timeout. Hey, stop, timeout. T. The next letter is U. Now we use U inside VR. In real life, it's completely different. U is combined together, but inside VR, you will see U, or sometimes you will see U. It depends on who's using it. The reason why is because U, the fingers are together. In the index, the fingers are together. Now for controller, it's completely different. The fingers are separated. It's like a little piece. It's like a V. The next letter. The next letter is V. You will see two different ways. The first way is you'll see it's just V, but that's mainly for other Western controller users. With the index, we sometimes use V. It just depends. A lot of the time you'll just see V and U. It just depends on the person. The next letter is W. Now in real life, it's W. But inside VR, we have the controller limitations, so sometimes you will see W. Just like M is now reversed, W. W. The next letter is X. Now in real life, you will see X, but inside VR, you'll see the controller limitations, so X as well, the same. X, same. Sometimes you'll see signs use the X hand, so the other signs will use X to show you the hand first. So X, like need or must, so on and so forth. The next letter, Y. Real life, it's Y, but sometimes you'll see inside VR Y, and that's because of the controller limitations. Y and Y. It just depends on the avatar. Now, the way I remember this, it's like a little cell phone. He used to call me on my cell phone. Why? Other people will remember it as like, yo, what's up, my dude? Why? Or YOLO. Why? It just depends. The last letter is Z. You will just literally just draw out a Z, which is your pointing finger. Not the pinky. Not the pinky. The pointer finger. Z. 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 Okay, so now that we know the ABCs, we now need to know how to ask. So there's two different ways you can ask. The first way is meaning. So basically, like, you see the sign and then just say, what does that mean? Meaning. Notice my head tilts to the side. Meaning. What does that mean? The second way is basically just asking, like, any fingerspell. So sometimes whenever you ask meaning, they'll just go on an explanation of a story and just use other signs. You want them to fingerspell, so we need to use the sign fingerspell, or spelling. Fingerspell is the proper term for it. So anyways, fingerspell. So basically, like, you're going along a board and you're just tapping with each one of your fingers as you go along. Like you're typing on a keyboard as you stroke your hand along it. Fingerspell. Now with the controllers, you'll see them just go C hand. So they'll just open hand, C hand, open hand, C hand. Fingerspell. Yeah, basically you just show the sign and then just do fingerspell. And then they'll understand, like, oh yeah, that's what you mean. Here's what it means. And they start spelling out. Now the last thing. Go out there and start communicating. Go out there and just start learning. Go out there and just start watching and understanding. There's a sign world. Go into the sign world here. It's pretty cool.